It is Tuesday, May 19th, and welcome to CONCACAF VideoSignals. Today on VideoSignals, as the field for the next CONCACAF Champions League comes closer to completion, we take a look at the Canadian qualifying competition. Join me on a trip around the Confederation, and then let's end the program with the CONCACAF Quiz. We start with the Champions League, specifically in Canada, where the Neutralite Canadian Championship continues tomorrow with the third game of the competition as defending champion Montreal Impact hosts the Vancouver Whitecaps at the Stade Saputo. It will be the second game for both Montreal and Vancouver, who both trail Toronto FC in the standings. Toronto has maximum points from 2 games, while the Impact and the Whitecaps are looking for their first wins. It will be the first game in the competition for new Impact interim head coach Marc Dos Santos, who replaced John Limniatis, who was let go after last week's Canadian Championship loss at Toronto. This marks the second year in a row that the Impact has released its coach after just one match in the Neutralite Canadian Championship. Now, let's see what's happening around the Confederation. Panama arrived in Buenos Aires yesterday as it gets ready to face Argentina in a friendly international tomorrow night in Santa Fe. The Central American champions traveled with 18 players, including Amilcar Henriquez and Nelson Barahona, both of Atlético Huila in Colombia, as well as José Luis Garcés, who is playing in Europe with Académica of Portugal. It will be Panama's 7th match of the year. They played 4 games at the UNCAF Nations Cup in Honduras, where they triumphed over Costa Rica in the final on penalties. Since then, they have split 2 friendlies. Panama is preparing for the CONCACAF Gold Cup. Another team getting ready for the Gold Cup is Jamaica, which is currently holding a 30-man training camp in advance of its friendly against Haiti on Saturday in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. The roster is largely local-based, with Digicel Premier League leading goal scorer Devin Hodges of Riverlea United heading a list of 8 first-time invitees to the Reggae Boys squad. The 24-year-old Hodges has so far netted 23 goals in the DPL and has never featured for Jamaica at any level previously. Other notables on the roster include 1998 World Cup veteran Ian Goodison of Tranmere Rovers in England and Derby County's Claude Davis. And that completes our trip around CONCACAF. Now it is time for today's CONCACAF Quiz. Yesterday, we asked if you knew the name of the player who scored 2 goals for Honduras in his 3-2 World Cup qualifying win at the USA on September 1st, 2001. Our thanks to everyone who replied. The correct answer is Milton Núñez. With today's question, we stick with that same World Cup qualifier. The same player scored both of the USA's goals in that loss to Honduras. Can you name him? If you think you know the answer, please send an email to videosignals@concacaf.org before 12 p.m. New York time tomorrow. Those who answer correctly will have their names placed into a weekly contest, where the winner will receive a CONCACAF prize. Well, that's all for today. Thanks for joining us at VideoSignals, your source for CONCACAF news.